Welcome back. In this class, we are going to learn about what musical scales are. In the last class, we learned that the distance between notes is called semitones. So, what is a musical scale? Very simple. A musical scale is like setting the rules of the game, that is, clarifying which notes we can play and which ones we cannot. And these rules are made based on the counting of semitones. For example, I could set a very simple rule and say black notes are prohibited. That's simple, that's my rule. So those rules that tell me which notes I can play and which ones I can't, that's the musical scale. But for everyone to understand the rules, we need to encode it in terms of semitones. For example, the rule of using only black notes. In that case, I will have to say the first note is C sharp. This will be called the root note. The second note will be 2 semitones away from the first. The third will be 3 semitones away from the second. The fourth will be 2 semitones away from the third. The fifth will be 2 semitones away from the fourth. And that's it. So the encoding of my rule will be root 2, 3, 2, 2. Or we can ignore the root because it is very obvious. 2, 3, 2, 2. Now let's give a name to this rule or code. Let's say this will be the Johnny Boy musical scale. So now I can build the Johnny Boy scale from any note. I just have to follow the code. I'll select a root note, for example A. That's the first note. The second note is 2 semitones away. Then 3 semitones, then 2, and finally another 2. Done. This is the Johnny Boy scale starting from A. In fact, if I now take all the notes and move them so that the first note starts on C sharp, you'll see that they are all black notes. It's obvious because I respected the code. This is how scales are created, but you don't need to invent scales. They are already made and they already have names. The most common ones are the major scale and the minor scale. In the next classes, we will study them in depth and see some examples of how to use them. Meanwhile, see you in the next lesson.